Once I spend that shit, it's gone, so I don't think twice about no bitch. I fell in love with them SRTs, used to have dreams and play they six.
I see it. Hey, that nigga him. That nigga him too.
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button.
Oh yeah, I was, nigga. You ain't gotta tell me. Oh, I'm tripping. Alright, but hold on. I guess this is the first one. Alright. Context. I used to play football back in the day. I'm not getting on here saying I was good. I was ass. Hey, I was ass. I was just big. Really. Back then. During the time. Back when everybody was the same height as me. But I played for a long time. And that goes to show what I'm about to say is I don't really know shit about football. I don't really watch football games. I'm not I don't really know the players, the lore, so I was more of a basketball type of nigga. I really couldn't even tell you why I even played football, but I did. Met some of the closest people in my life through football. But the love for the sport, it's not really there. But maybe this video can change that. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm catching myself up on the lore of the NFL. Corey, I'm not finna say like I don't know the rules of football. Duh, nigga, I play the fucking game. I'm just talking about like the NFL, like you feel me, the lore. When niggas get on, you feel me, you know how the bros be when niggas talking about shit and football and shit. Hey, yeah, my team, I got the Eagles. Or when niggas talking about, I don't know who the fuck is on the team. So when niggas naming players and shit, the coaches, I'll be like, who the fuck are these niggas? Well, maybe today I'll find out. But this is 1980s, you're saying. The title of the video is in the 1980s. We'll see. I gotta go all the way back. You see, to learn the timeline, you gotta you gotta go from the beginning. What made the today's legends, the today's stars, who inspired them? Who gave them the I don't know the word for it, but the you know what I mean, to go do what they did in that influence. Well, let's see who paved that way.
1980s would shape the future of the sport. A run-first league turned the page as a new school of thought opened up the passing game.
I just want to start passing of it. Well, this I know at least a little bit. I know beginner knowledge, right? I know beginner knowledge. I know. But this. I was finna say something crazy. Never mind. Maybe he too old. I don't know. I was finna say Jerry Rice, but I think that's 90s, right? I mean, Jerry West? Nigga, who? Jerry Rice. But he's the 90s, right? 90s? Jerry Rice in the 90s?
Largely, the decade would be remembered.
Actually, I don't know no niggas from the 80s.
And elite defenses. This is the history of the 1980s NFL.
Who was it? Fucking Peyton Manning daddy? Nigga, like, who the fuck was killing niggas in the 80s?
1980, NFL owners voters voted against the Raiders' proposed move to LA. In response, team owner Al Davis filed an antitrust lawsuit against the league. So for now, the Raiders
Let me get immersed, sir.
remain in Oakland. That year, the team traded away aging franchise legend Ken Stabler for quarterback Dan Pastorini. Through 4 games, Pastorini struggled, then tragically broke his leg.
Damn.
That brought former number 1 overall pick Jim Plunkett into the fold. There was a time where Plunkett was one of the most hyped-up prospects the league had ever seen. After
Was he
a
at?
promising rookie campaign in 1971, he
Yeah.
struggled to get things going behind a weak Patriots O-line and ill-suited wishbone offense. Eventually, he wound up as the backup in Oakland and now had the chance to revive his career. Over the course of the year, he guided the Raiders to a top 10 offense along with speedy receiver Cliff Branch and an outstanding O-line highlighted by Art Shell and Gene Upshaw. Meanwhile, the Raiders' defense led the league in takeaways. Lester Hayes won Defensive Player of the Year as he pulled in 13 interceptions, which still stands as the record for the Super Bowl era. In second was his teammate, Hall of Fame linebacker Ted Hendricks. Ultimately, Oakland went 10-2 to finish the season. And ended up in a wild card spot. Oddly enough, every playoff team.
I gotta watch this clip back.
10-2 to finish the season.
Hey, my nigga. It's a point where you just gotta shed off that block, my nigga. What are you doing? It gets to a point, my nigga. Like, what are you actually doing, my nigga? You could have shed that block, went off on the right side, did a little rip under, and tackled that nigga. Like, come on, my nigga. What was this?
And ended up in a wild card spot. Oddly enough, every playoff team made Hall of Fame.
Like, what was that, my nigga? What was that effort, my nigga? You killing it. Like, look at what you're doing to that grown-ass man. You telling me you couldn't just give his ass a little... You could have just threw that nigga. You already throwing him. You're manhandling this nigga. Hell, you could have threw this nigga into the ball carrier. What the fuck are you doing?
And ended up in a wild card spot. Oddly enough, every playoff team in the AFC finished 11-5. But the one making the most noise was the top seed Chargers. San Diego led the league in passing yards for the 3rd consecutive season, but this season for the Air Coryell offense and quarterback Dan Fouts was revolutionary.
Right.
Before 1980, there had only ever been 2 passers to hit 4,000 passing yards. Fouts and Joe Namath.
Oh, so they don't
Then
niggas.
this year, Fouts
So.
smashed the record with 4,718
So Fouts that nigga.
yards. Head coach Don Coryell's system took advantage of the Mel Blount rule instituted in 1978, where defensive players could no longer bump offensive players 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. One key to this deep ball scheme was the use of pre-snap motion to make it even harder to jam receivers, and to identify whether the defensive coverage was man or zone. In addition, the timing and route trees would become the basis for passing games decades later. Quite simply, these late 70s, early 80s Chargers had changed the sport forever. Of course, it helps when you have an all-pro receiving duo in John Jefferson and Charlie Joyner, as well as one of the greatest tight ends of all time in Kellen Winslow. On defense, the Chargers carried an exceptional D-line, collectively known as the Bruise Brothers, which featured Fred Dean, Leroy Jones, Louis Kelcher, and Gary Big Hands Johnson. The league's MVP award belonged to the Browns, with quarterback Brian Sipe fueled by a string of last-minute come-from-behind.
Is that a nigga?
And Gary Big Hands Johnson. The league's MVP award belonged to the Browns.
So it was a nigga
quarterback
quarterback.
Brian
Say in the
Sipe,
80s?
by a string of last-minute come-from-behind.
Hey, that nigga revolutionary.
Ironically, though, Cleveland's most famous regular season game that year resulted in a blown lead on their end. Vikings quarterback Tommy Kramer led a sensational comeback, culminating in a tipped Hail Mary TD. To open the playoffs, the Raiders matched up against the Oilers and their former QB Ken Stabler. But the real story of Houston's offense was running back Earl Campbell, who added another terrific season to his young career. In this wildcard game, Oakland came up with the big plays to advance. For the divisional, they would travel to Cleveland for the coldest game in over a decade. Late in the game, the Browns were driving as they trailed by 2. Due to kicking woes that day, they opted to stay aggressive, but Brian Sipe then got picked by Mike Davis. The infamous play known as Red Right 88 would forever be etched into the minds of Browns fans. In the AFC Championship, Plunkett came alive against the Chargers to build an early lead. Although San Diego responded with a valiant comeback effort, it wouldn't be enough. So the Raiders were headed to their second Super Bowl in 5 years. In the NFC, the Cowboys took down the Rams, then found themselves down by 2 scores in the fourth against the Falcons. Drew Pearson then pulled in back-to-back touchdowns to give Dallas the win. For the NFC Championship, the Cowboys would travel to a familiar destination. Dick Vermeil's Philadelphia squad pushed past the Vikings in their divisional matchup. The Eagles produced a top defense starring defensive end Claude Humphrey, nose tackle Charlie Johnson, and linebacker Bill Bergey. On offense, quarterback Ron Jaworski engineered the best year of his career. In this title game, running back Wilbert Montgomery ran through the Cowboys, and Philly, also off the back of its defense, made way for the team's first Super Bowl appearance. The Raiders and Eagles met earlier in the season, with Philadelphia coming out on top in a defensive struggle. So for Super Bowl 15, Philly was set as a slight favorite. Early on, a Rod Martin interception set up a Plunkett two-branch score. Before the end of the first, Plunkett scrambled around a blitz and found Kenny King, who took off to build a 14-0 lead, meaning the Raiders had already scored more points than they did in the earlier Eagles matchup. Philadelphia scraped together a field goal in the second quarter, so at the half, Oakland led 14-3. In the third, Plunkett launched one for Branch for their second scoreboard link-up. Martin added 2 more interceptions off Jaworski in the second half, and the Raiders won 27-10. Head coach Tom Flores had now led the first wildcard team to win it all. Plunkett dazzled fans with 3 touchdowns as he went from a first overall bust to Super Bowl MVP. With the two sides battling it out in court, Commissioner Pete Rozelle handed Al Davis the Lombardi Trophy.
Okay.
In 1981, the NFL banned the use of stickum and other adhesives that enabled players to catch the ball more easily. The law became known as the Lester Hayes Rule, with Hayes famously covering his body with the substance and racking up high turnover totals. In the NFL draft, Giants GM George Young selected linebacker Lawrence Taylor with the number 2 overall pick. Having a rare combination of elite power and speed, Taylor won Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie. In San Francisco, the 49ers operated like a tech startup, with head coach Bill Walsh and his innovative system that would become known as the West Coast offense. This legendary scheme focused on shorter, high-percentage throws, while involving running backs more often in the pass game. About halfway through the previous year, Walsh benched quarterback Steve DeBerg in favor of former third-round pick Joe Montana. Montana showed flashes, including a record comeback. And this year, being more relaxed and patient, he unlocked the West Coast offense potential.
Well, I heard that name before. Joe Montana. I heard that name
Their
before.
young quarterback emerging as an MVP candidate. His top target in Dwight Clark put up over 1,100 yards on his way to a pro.
Well, I'm not talking to Chad Angela. I'm trying to get immersed. I'm trying to understand what the fuck going on because I don't know what the fuck going on. He named these niggas and I don't know who the fuck these niggas is.
Francisco, the defense was a major issue. Leading the turnaround, though, was hard-hitting first-round pick Ronnie Lott, who immediately became one of the best safeties in the league. His partner in crime, Dwight Hicks, paired up to form a top-notch duo in the secondary. And Walsh pulled off one of the best mid-season acquisitions ever when he sent picks to the Chargers for defensive end Fred Dean. All in all, this year from near bottom of the league points allowed.
Damn!
In the wildcard round, the Giants upset the Eagles to set up a divisional matchup against the Niners. For Montana's first playoff game, he threw for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ronnie Lott added 2 interceptions, and San Francisco advanced to the NFC Championship, where they would host the Cowboys. Dallas was coming off a big year with running back Tony Dorsett leading the way on offense, dominant D-tackle Randy White on defense. These two teams looked as evenly matched as can be. In the second quarter, Montana escaped the pressure and found a wide-open Dwight Clark in the end zone. The Cowboys answered back with a Dorsett TD. The Niners then responded to that with a Johnny Davis score. Eventually, in the fourth, Dallas went up by 6 with a Danny White-Doug Cosby connection. In the final minutes of the game, Montana constructed a long drive to get the ball down to the 6 with under a minute left.
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Dwight Clark.
The play would become known as the catch. Dwight Clark
What
made
the
leap of his life to
chat?
Dwight Clark.
minute left.
Montana looking, throwing.
Montana constructed a long drive to get the ball
You
down to
niggas
the
don't
6 with under a
understand.
minute left.
Montana
This nigga is doing this in 81.
looking,
1, 2. This nigga has 3 niggas in his face. Threw that bitch up.
throwing in the end zone. Dwight Clark.
The play would become known as the catch. Dwight
That's a
Clark
crazy
made the
ass
leap of his
throw.
life to send the 49ers to
Was that cross body too?
Montana
Oh, never mind. I'm tripping.
looking, throwing in the end zone. Dwight Clark.
The play would become known as
I'm tripping.
the catch. Dwight Clark made the leap of his life to send the 49ers to their first Super Bowl appearance. In the AFC, the Bengals led the pack at 12-4. Quarterback Ken Anderson spent the offseason hearing trade rumors, then put on the best performance of his career, winning NFL MVP.
That's
Rookie
how
wide
niggas be.
receiver Chris Collinsworth hit the 1,000-yard mark, and second-year left tackle Anthony Munoz looked like a true franchise cornerstone. In the divisional, Cincinnati survived a nail-biter over the Bills to get their first playoff win in franchise history. In the other AFC contest, the Chargers built a 24-point lead. The Dolphins struck back with 24 straight of their own, including a hook and lateral before the half. With the game nearing the end of regulation, the score was tied 38-38. Miami lined up to kick the game winner, but Kellen Winslow blocked it. In overtime, both teams failed to convert on field goals, but in the end, the Chargers sealed it with another kick. Winslow put up 166 yards, a touchdown, and a blocked field goal in one of the greatest playoff performances ever. The game would go down in history as the Epic in Miami. The Chargers then went from hot Miami to what became known as the Freezer Bowl in Cincinnati. When accounting for wind chill, this was the coldest game in NFL history, and a trip to the Super Bowl was on the line. From the get-go, it was clear the Bengals were well-suited in a fight against the elements. Anderson threw for 2 touchdowns as Cincy won 27-7 to continue on to their first Super Bowl. Super Bowl 16 featured 2 surprise teams, with each one looking for their first championship. Just like the previous Super Bowl, this game was a rematch from a regular season clash. In that one, the 49ers defense held the Bengals' attack to just 3 points.
That nigga lot cold as fuck.
Dwight Hicks picked off Anderson on Cincinnati's first drive, and the Niners converted on a Montana sneak. Anderson had another chance to score, but this time Chris Collinsworth fumbled on the 5-yard line on a tackle made by Eric Wright. Montana made them pay yet again, driving 92 yards with a TD to Earl Cooper. At the half, San Francisco led 20-0. On the Bengals' opening drive in the third, Anderson ran one in himself. They had another chance to score, but the Niners' D held strong on a goal line stand. Then in the fourth, Anderson lasered one to Dan Ross, cutting the deficit to 5 points. Though the Bengals made it close, the game ended in a Dwight Clark onside kick recovery. Joe Montana was named Super Bowl MVP with 2 touchdowns and no turnovers. Bill Walsh spent the game throwing all kinds of different looks at the Bengals, and in just his 3rd year as Niners head coach, he was already a Super Bowl champion.
America's Game of the Week.
Remember we play ball.
In a Super Bowl rematch. It all starts with a special pregame show Sunday on Fox.
See what scholarships you may qualify for. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
There's a reason
Smoking
Chevy
Joe.
is called the
Cause I
Heart.
need it, so I could be
It's in the
calm
hands of
instead of
those who
dying
never
when
stop
you
getting the job done.
Want to take the next step with Entivio? Then it's time to talk to your healthcare provider. With Entivio, you may be able to pay as little as $5 per dose. Plus, our team can help connect you with additional.
I be paranoid when I'm
In
leaning.
1982, the first commercial CD player was released by Sony. That same year, a jury found that the NFL violated antitrust laws by refusing to let the Raiders move to LA. A major win for Al Davis in his battle with Pete Rozelle. As a result, the floodgates would soon open for NFL relocation, with individual owners having a newfound power over the league, cities, and fan bases. In week 2, the Packers edged out the Giants on Monday Night Football, and that would be the final game played for 2 months, as the Players Association decided to strike 3 weeks into the season. With money pouring into the league like it never had before, the NFLPA demanded a larger cut and added benefits for the owners. During the stoppage, the NFLPA hosted 2 All-Star games, but those were both received with low attendance. And the owners were forced to pay back the TV networks $50 million.
Damn.
Eventually, the players gave in and got back a sum of upfront money to help recoup their losses during the strike, as well as added benefits. In a now shortened 9-game season, the NFL put forth the Super Bowl Derby, where 8 teams in each conference would make the playoffs. In the AFC, the Colts became the second team in the Super Bowl era to go winless with a record of 0-8-1. The LA
Golly.
Raiders finished with the top seed as they welcomed first-round pick Marcus Allen, who led the NFL in rush TDs. The Dolphins opened up their bracket with a win over the Patriots. Call it revenge for an earlier game that season where New England plowed their way to a 3-0 victory. The league would later ban snowplows used to clear kicking areas. Anyway, this Dolphins team was seeking redemption from last season. This year, their Killer Bees defense got even better. If you're wondering where that name came from, over half the starting lineup had a last name that began with B, most notably being All-Pro D tackle Bob Baumhauer. Miami once again matched up with San Diego, and this time the defense picked off Fouts 5 times in a 34-13 win. For the AFC Championship, we had an all-time nickname matchup with the Killer Bees against the Jets New York Sack Exchange. Mark Gastineau headlined this unit with a first-team All-Pro selection. In what became known as the Mud Bowl, both D units came to play with a total of 9 turnovers forced. At the end of the day, an A.J. Dewey pick-6 sealed it for Miami, meaning legendary coach Don Shula had advanced to his 5th Super Bowl. In the NFC, the Redskins led the way with second-year head coach Joe Gibbs. Washington's offense was run through a predominantly young O-line called the Hogs. The founding members of this group included Hall of Fame guard Russ Grimm and future All-Pro tackle Joe Jacoby. These guys worked the field for quarterback Joe Theismann, who was an MVP candidate this year, and running back John Riggins. This team had a habit of winning close games, and those close games were typically decided by kicker Mark Mosley, who won NFL MVP. Yes, the kicker won league MVP.
Fucking
Mosley
crazy.
with a then record 23 straight field goals.
Golly.
Several game-winning or late-game tying kicks.
Hey, I guess that nigga is an MVP.
Oh,
bro.
Steamrolled Detroit behind 3 TDs from Theismann. Riggins then went full workhorse against the Vikings with 185 on the ground. Then for the NFC Championship, once again the Cowboys made an appearance. Dallas was the only team to have beaten the Redskins that year. But in this
So
game,
it seems, I'm guessing, this trend of the Cowboys is going to end somewhere in the 2000s to 2010s. I'm guessing. Because now I'm seeing it. I never understood, why do niggas love the Cowboys so fucking much? These niggas are fucking ass. Now I'm seeing it. I see these niggas had a whole fucking documentary about them. I'm guessing these niggas just were the Wonder Boys. These niggas were the Chicago Bulls of the NBA, I guess. Everybody want them to go back to how they used to be, but it will never be like that anymore. It's not the 90s, nigga. We're done with them.
The Cowboys made
Make some trades.
Riggins once again.
It's not working out.
To send Washington to
Then they won their game. They won their game. We won, right? Against what? The Eagles? Was it the Eagles?
Super Bowl 17 was actually a
I don't fucking
rematch.
know. Nigga, I told you, bro. I don't watch NFL. Actually, let me Could have. I think they won their game. Yeah. Cowboys versus the Eagles. The Eagles won 24-20. Hey, can't win them all. You know, can't win them all. I don't really know what the fuck to say.
The Dolphins took the Redskins to cap an undefeated season. This matchup featured two powerful defenses and two strong rushing attacks. On one side, you had the Hogs and Riggins. Then on the other, you had young back Andre Franklin running behind a great O-line, highlighted by Hall of Fame center Dwight Stevenson. Miami struck first with a David Woodley pump, and Jimmy Cephalo raced to the end zone. Then in the closing minutes of the half, Theismann lobbed a beauty for the corner of the end zone, and Alvin Garrett got on the board. Now the score was tied at 10 apiece. And on the ensuing kickoff, Fulton Walker took it back 98 yards for the first kickoff return TD in Super Bowl history. In the third quarter, both defenses held strong with
You know that nigga was lit. You know he was lit as fuck after the game. Like, ain't gonna lie, after he did that, he feel like that nigga. Like, ain't gonna lie, his fucking, what's the word for it? Adrenaline, bro. That shit was through the roof. Like, you can tell that nigga shit after that. After he did that shit, I bet you he was the first nigga to ever do that in history. My nigga, you know how like ain't gonna lie, that's. First of all, that's rare as fuck in the first place. Would it be the first nigga ever to even do that? I'm not saying, I don't think he was the first to ever. Well, no. Chat. I don't. Y'all let me know in the comments. This is a dumbass question. But they say there's no such thing as a dumbass question. But what came first, the NFL or the game of football in general? I know that might sound like a dumbass question, but I'm curious. The game of fucking football in general came fucking first. What kind of question is that? See what I'm saying? Dumbass question. You see it when niggas ask when they get fired? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Just play the video, bro.
Went to work. On the fourth down, Gibbs opted to go for it, and Riggins broke through for a 43-yard.
Yeah, can he get his fucking joke out? Niggas stuttering and shit. Fuck it, bro. Let's play the video, bro.
Score. The Washington defense continued to shut down Miami with 0 completions in the entire second half. Riggins was named MVP with a relentless 38 carries for 166 yards. And Joe Gibbs led an underdog team full of free agents through a strike-shortened season and 4 playoff wins to become a Super Bowl champ.
Wait, who won?
Underdog team full of free agents through a
What is the Niners?
strike-shortened season and 4 playoff wins.
Is this Niners?
And in the final
Oh, this a Redskins.
Riggins and the Hogs went to work.
Oh, okay,
On the fourth down, Gibbs
okay.
opted to go for it, and Riggins broke through for a 43-yard score. The Washington defense continued to shut down Miami with 0 completions in the entire second half.
83.
The 1983 NFL Draft is possibly the most famous draft in league history. At the top was John Elway, the most hyped prospect since Joe Namath in 1965. The Colts drafted him with the number 1 pick, even though he made it clear he would never play for owner Robert Irsay or head coach for 1965.
What's this nigga name?
The NFL Draft is possibly the most famous draft in league history. At the top was John Elway, the most hyped prospect since Joe Namath in 1965.
Joe Namath. I heard of that nigga before. I thought his name was Joe Namath. I was gonna say, oh, I heard of this nigga. Never mind. I don't even know who the fuck this nigga is.
Even though he made it clear he would never play for owner Robert Irsay.
I thought this nigga was gonna be like a Brun type nigga. I thought.
Eventually, the Colts put together a trade package with Irsay sending Elway to Denver. The next quarterback off the board was Todd Blackledge, who largely served as a backup during his time in Kansas City. With pick 14, the Bills snagged Jim Kelly. The very next pick, the Patriots opted for Tony Eason, who struggled to hold on to the starting job consistently in his career. At 24, the Jets selected Ken O'Brien, who had a solid career. Then, toward the end of the first, the Dolphins came away with Dan Marino. In total, 6 quarterbacks.
I heard of Dan Marino.
First, and 3 became Hall of Famers. Also of note, during
that's the only nigga I heard before.
The United
all them other niggas, I have not heard of them.
In total, 6 quarterbacks.
But Dan Marino,
in the first,
nigga.
and
Holy.
Hall of
Holy.
note, during the 83
I'm telling you, I know a little
the
something.
United
I know a
States
little
Football
something.
League kicked off as a potential rival to the NFL. The USFL managed to put
Strong
a
neck ass nigga.
talent pool by signing big
I didn't even
names
realize that
like
was Trump.
Walker and stealing Jim Kelly away from the Bills. The Redskins sought out to prove that last year was no fluke. In the secondary, first-round corner Darrell Green made an impact right away, and safety Mark Murphy led the league in interceptions. Up front, D-tackle Dave Butts put up 11.5 sacks. Impressive numbers, but the offense is what delivered the headlines. In Week 7, Washington entered a track meet with the Packers where 95 total points were scored. Unfortunately for the Redskins, they were on the wrong side of the 48-47 final score. Though that didn't deter them in the slightest, as they went on to win every game left on the schedule. Joe
Damn.
Theismann won NFL MVP as his offense broke the 1961 Oilers record for most points in the season. In
Okay.
addition, John Riggins destroyed the rushing
Damn.
24, and Charlie Brown led a fun bunch of receivers. In their first playoff game, they demolished the Rams 51-7. The 49ers were back in the thick of things after a disappointing strike year. They scraped by the Lions with a late Montana touchdown and dramatic missed field goal. In the NFC Championship, Joe Gibbs pulled out all the
One thing
stops
I
and
can
led a
say,
20
bro, like, no bullshit. You was just playing football, bro. I just admire. That's one thing. Even though I don't really like I wasn't really fucking with this. Like, I don't really pay attention to it like that much. Like, I ain't just pay attention to it. And it's not like I ain't like it. Like, I'll go to, like, the only way I experience football in my life is through, like, high school games. I went to, like, a handful of college games, but that's it. You feel me? And I feel like that's actually good, but you know, watching the best of the best. You feel me? I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Only time the nigga was watching like Super Bowl on some shit randomly at an uncle house. Like dead ass. But like I admire the technicality of football. Like, you feel me? Like, you can't fuck up at all. Like, there's no halfway. You can't half-ass something. If you half-ass it, nigga, that costs you to play, my nigga. Like, dead ass. That shit, like, look at these niggas. Like, everybody is individually, like, doing their part. So this could happen.
Scraped by the Lions with a late Montana touchdown and dramatic
Like, dead
missed
ass.
field goal in the NFC Championship.
Like, that's one thing I do admire. There's 11 niggas, bro, can come together and just create something beautiful. Like dead ass, like run something beautiful.
Thick of things after
Like look at this
a
play.
strike year. They scraped by the Lions with they demolished the Rams.
I gotta break it down for you niggas.
The 49ers were back in the thick of things after a disappointing strike year.
Look at the O-line. Look at 77 protecting the fucking edge. Look at that nigga. Look at the running back lurking. Was he finna go run a route? He finna go run a route? Is he protecting QB? It don't matter. He's there. That nigga a threat. Nigga, you better have eyes on him, nigga. And look at the O-line just closing every gap. Protecting QB. Doing their fucking job. This nigga got him turned around, nigga. He turned a grown-ass man around.
They scraped by the Lions with a
3-on-1? How did he get that ball there? How did they not pick that off? That's a pick in Madden.
late Montana touchdown and dramatic missed field goal. In the NFC Championship, Joe Gibbs pulled out all the stops to build a 21-0 Redskins lead through 3 quarters. But in the fourth, Montana kicked it into high gear as he threw a flurry of touchdowns to tie it up 21-21. After a couple controversial penalties, Washington got into position for a struggling Mark Mosley to hit the game winner. And that sent the Redskins to back-to-back Super Bowls. For the AFC, let's rewind back to October when the Raiders completed a trade with the Patriots for first-rate corner Mike Haynes. Unfortunately, the trade didn't get through until past the deadline, and the NFL voided the deal. However, due to a loophole in the language of the deadline rule, Haynes' agent sued the league. So once again, Pete Rozelle found himself in the midst of a legal battle with the Raiders involved. When all was said and done, Haynes was indeed allowed to play for LA, creating a marvelous pairing in the secondary with Lester Hayes. That year, 2 more players emerged for the team. Defensive end Howie Vaughn netted 13 sacks, while tight end Todd Christensen became
Golly.
That year, 2 more players emerged for the team. Defensive end Howie allowed to play for LA.
My nigga, look at what he's doing to this nigga.
With Lester Hayes. That year, 2 more players emerged for the team. Defensive end Howie Vaughn netted
The first had to just call that shit. He's like, whoa, whoa. He's like, God damn, my nigga, chill.
creating a marvelous
Golly.
secondary with Lester Hayes. That year, 2 more players emerged for the team. Defensive end Howie Vaughn netted 13 sacks, while tight end Todd Christensen became
No, y'all gotta watch that nigga, bro.
as the top team in
Y'all
the AFC,
gotta
the
watch that
Raiders
nigga,
opened
bro.
the playoffs against the Steelers. Pittsburgh was having another go with what was left of the 70s dynasty. This was the final year for Mel Blount and an injured playoffs against the Steelers. Sacks, while tight end Todd Christensen became Plunkett's favorite target. As the top team in the AFC, the Raiders opened the playoffs against the Steelers. Pittsburgh was having a another go with what was left of the 70s dynasty.
Yeah.
This was the
What's
final
left?
year for Mel Blount and an injured Terry Bradshaw. Plus, Joe Green, Jack Ham, and Lynn Swann had all
The niggas who do shit like that
Over
are
the course
scum
of
of
this
the earth.
game, it was
Like,
clear the Raiders were the better
let
team.
that shit
They
go.
pushed ahead to the AFC
Let that shit go.
Championship, where they would be facing the team in the playoffs for the very first time. Although the Seahawks were a
That shit
wild
might feel
team, they
comfortable
had the
as
Raiders
fuck. Like being bald and wearing your helmet it might fuck with your head. I don't know how that feel, cause I don't know. Like a bald nigga putting the helmet on, like damn, I don't know how that would feel, cause like every time you put it, you got your hair there, so you feel me? Would it hurt or would it feel comfortable? That's a good question.
During the regular season, Seattle was led by acrobatic receiver Steve Largent and hard-hitting safety Kenny Easley. Dynamic rookie running back Kurt Warner came onto the scene as well. Once again, though, the Raiders had their way behind a big day from Marcus Allen. They were off to their second.
Okay, they upgrading the helmets. They got rid of that one bar bullshit. They realized that shit is not protecting anyone. Giving out free concussions. That's what you're giving out. Might as well have no helmet.
Apple changed the game when it aired its 1984 Super Bowl commercial, creating an annual showcase for companies to try their hand at memorable ads. Earlier in the season, the Redskins rallied from behind to top the Raiders in a shootout. And as the best-looking team throughout the year, the defending champs stood as a slight favorite over a hot Raiders team. 5 minutes into the Super Bowl, Derek Jensen blocked a Redskins punt and recovered the ball for the game's first touchdown. In the second quarter, Plunkett spotted an open Cliff Branch in the end zone to extend the LA lead. Then, right before half, Jack Squirick picked off an attempted screen to make it 21-3. The Raiders gave up a big play on that screen call earlier that season, so this time D coordinator Charlie Sumner made sure the defense was ready. After a Riggins touchdown in the third, Marcus Allen responded with back-to-back scores, including a ridiculous 74-yard run.
GG.
That would put the game out of reach. For the third time in 8 seasons, the Raiders were Super Bowl champs.
Okay,
And
these
they
niggas
set
like the
record
Spurs.
for biggest Super Bowl blowout. The defense ravaged the Redskins' historic offense. Lester Hayes and Mike Haynes delivered as shutdown corners. Marcus Allen won MVP with over 200 total yards and a pair of touchdowns.
Oh, this nigga Tim?
Got it
He
done
Tim?
in all 3 phases of the game.
You have a great
Oh no, he David Robinson.
And you tell them
This
one
nigga
thing.
David.
Just win.
This nigga
And
Dave.
a pair of touchdowns, and the team got it done in all
This
3
nigga David
phases
Robinson.
of the game.
You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Okay.
This
That's
is
all
for
you
the
can do.
explorers, the wanderers. While others sleep, they dream. Access your home equity.
The power of the government to take private property and convert it into public use with payment of compensation. That is eminent domain. W. Reader.
On March 29th, 1984, Baltimore Colts fans woke up to a horrifying nightmare. Their beloved team was gone. After flirting with the idea of relocation, the Colts were under the threat of the Maryland government taking control of their assets in exchange for $40 million through eminent domain. So on March 28th, team owner Robert Irsay ordered more than a dozen moving trucks to leave Baltimore quietly overnight. The move was so secretive that the drivers were sent in different directions and weren't told where the final destination would be. When the sun came up the next day, Indianapolis awoke with a new football team. That same offseason, the NFL began to implement measures to reduce excessive after-play activities due to celebrations from players like Mark Gastineau and the Redskins Fun Bunch. That year, Gastineau set the season's sack record with 22. Rams running back Eric Dickerson broke O.J. Simpson's rushing yards record as he became the second player to ever rush for over 2,000 yards in a season. But no matter what any other player did in 1984, the year would be remembered as Dan Marino's Marino's coming out party. In his first full year starting, Marino smashed the passing touchdown record with 48.
Tell you, bro, that nigga was like that, bro.
36, so that 48 number was otherworldly. He also became the first quarterback to break 5,000 passing yards in a season.
Growing up, bro, these niggas like
All in all, it's
just hearing niggas saying niggas' names over and over again. Just the story, like, oh, that nigga, he sound like he cold or something. Like, you feel me?
Started the year 11-0. But the Chargers then squeaked out an overtime win to put an end to that. In the end, the Dolphins finished the regular season at 14-2. For the divisional round, Marino stayed hot, throwing 3 touchdowns over the Seahawks. Over in Denver, the Broncos hosted the Steelers. Late in the fourth, Eric Williams picked off John Elway to set up the game winner and send the Steelers to another AFC championship. Pittsburgh was capable of putting points up on the board, but just couldn't keep up with Marino, who threw 4 touchdowns. For how good the Dolphins looked that year, they were still somehow outdone by another team. The 49ers went 15-1 with the league's second highest scoring offense.
That nigga
Best
hauling
scoring
ass.
defense. Back in 1981, the 49ers came out of nowhere to win it all, whereas this year's version was a certified behemoth. One big difference in offense was second-year fullback Roger Craig, who said landing in San Francisco with Bill Walsh was like going to heaven. His partner in the backfield, Wendell Tyler, put together a career year. Joe Montana elevated his game as well. The 49ers' elite secondary had entered their prime with the defense giving up just 14 passing TDs on the year while grabbing 25 interceptions. To begin the postseason, the Niners shut down the Giants. Their next opponent would be the Chicago Bears, who just upset the Redskins in their divisional game. Earlier in the season, Bears running back Walter Payton broke Jim Brown's all-time career rushing yards record. And with a top 3 defense, it was clear Chicago was on the up and up. In this game, though, they were outclassed with the 49ers dealing out a shutout. So Montana, Walsh, and company pushed ahead for their second Super Bowl appearance. The 49ers essentially had a home game with Stanford Stadium hosting the Super Bowl. This contest was shaping up to have it all. 2 of the very best quarterbacks in the game going head-to-head, 2 coaches looking to add to their ring count, and the 49ers' superb defense as well as the Dolphins' killer bees. Before the game, Walsh lied down on the locker room floor and spent his pregame speech sarcastically talking about how great the Dolphins were. He ended it by saying, "Don't you want to just kick their ass right now?" Miami opened the game with a field goal, then in response Montana rolled out and Carl Monroe fled the scene for a touchdown. The Dolphins answered back, going no huddle and ending the game with a field goal, then in response Montana rolled out and Carl Monroe...
Like, these fucking passes, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He ended it by saying,
I don't know if it's just because, like, the corners
Miami opened the game with a field goal,
not
then
looking
in
at the
response,
ball.
Montana rolled out and Carl
Like, this shit should be picked, my nigga.
Monroe fled the scene for...
Like, you can't allow, like, it be, like, it's 3 y'all, 3-1 coverage, my nigga. Like, that wasn't 3, but it was 2 on 1. But I'm just saying, my nigga, you should not be allowing shit like that to fucking happen, my nigga. Like, you're in the NFL. Like, come on, my nigga. You cannot allow some 2-1. It's 1-on-1. If you get cooked 1-on-1, nigga, it's, hey, you get beat. Y'all niggas just let that happen, my nigga. Like, look at this, bruh. It's damn near 3 of these niggas there. That nigga just flew in that bitch. Like,
Don't you want to just kick their ass right now? Miami opened the game with
like,
a field
what?
goal, then in response Montana rolled out and Carl Monroe fled the scene for a touchdown. The Dolphins answered back, going no huddle and ending the drive with a Marino rollout to Dan Johnson. So at the end of the first, Miami led 10-7. Eventually, Walsh opted for what they called elephant defense, man-to-man nickel package that deployed an extra defensive back to slow down Marino. On Montana then drove down and fired one for Roger Craig. After a Miami punt, Montana scrambled in for another score. The defense
This
continually
nigga,
found
damn,
success.
bro.
The offense capitalized with a Roger Craig surge into the end zone. In the second half, the Niners D-line generated consistent pressure on Marino. Both Dwayne Board and trade acquisition Gary Johnson played crucial roles. In the secondary, both Eric Wright and Carlton Williamson intercepted Marino as the defense shut out the Dolphins in the entire second half. Finally, Montana capped off his MVP performance with one more touchdown to Craig. The 49ers had now won their second Super Bowl of the decade. A complete performance that held Miami to their lowest scoring output.
Damn, Dan.
Along with a hyper-efficient attack led by Montana. It was clear that this team had the
We go get you one, Dan. Don't worry. We go get you one. We'll get you one. Don't worry about that. Huh?
The 85 Bears assembled one of the greatest cast of characters the league has seen. At head coach, you had a fiery figure in Hall of Fame tight end Mike Ditka. Operating at QB was Jim McMahon. An outgoing party boy, ready to put his body on the line whenever necessary. Running back, one of the best to ever do it, and Walter Payton, who at 32 years old still had plenty left in the tank. The defensive coordinator job belonged to Buddy Ryan, a former master sergeant in the Korean War who constantly butted heads with Ditka. Leading Ryan's defense was Mike Singletary, a.k.a. Samurai Mike, an intense middle linebacker whose eyes still haunts quarterbacks to this day. Just coming onto the scene was rookie D-tackle William the Refrigerator Perry, known not only for his size but also his fun-loving personality. This Bears season would be a special one, as the 46 defense became a household name. Unlike most defensive schemes, 46 is named after a player instead of an alignment. Number 46, Doug Plank, was a safety for the Bears from 1975 to 82. An early variation of this scheme debuted in 1981 with the Bears successfully slowing down the Eric Coryell offense. From there, it evolved into a formation that featured 8 men in the box with 6 of them on the line of scrimmage. Ryan disguised pressure by dropping certain players into coverage and overloading zones. On the outside, receivers were disrupted with bump and run coverage by the corners. The scheme was hard to replicate because you had to have a unit of a certain caliber to successfully pull it off. The Bears' D-line featured 3 Hall of Famers in Richard Dent, Dan Hampton, and Steve McMichael. Singletary, as one of the best middle linebackers ever, won Defensive Player of the Year. Playing next to him was future first-team All-Pro Wilbur Marshall. And the secondary was highlighted by 2 more franchise greats in Dave Duerson plus Gary Fensick. With the best defense in the league, Chicago won their first 12 games of the season. They then abruptly gave up 31 points in one half to the Dolphins. Dan Marino constantly rolled out to gain time before the throw and find receivers in single coverage. During halftime of that game, Ditka and Ryan confronted each other and players had to separate the two. At the end of the day, the Bears lost 38-24.
All right, let's get this workout.
Let's crush it.
Co-pilot, how's my spot looking?
I'd suggest keeping your core tight.
Now I feel it.
Oh, now I feel it.
Forget about the planks.
I was trying to forget about those planks.
The day after that Miami game, the team recorded its iconic song, The Super Bowl Shuffle. Chicago then finished the season with 3 more wins to go 15-1. For the 49ers, Roger Craig became the first player in NFL history to hit 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in the same season. Montana also had a new shiny target in rookie receiver Jerry Rice. Still, the defending champs surprisingly stumbled out of the gate and couldn't take the NFC West. The Redskins fell short of the playoffs, with Joe Theismann breaking his leg on a gruesome tackle by Lawrence Taylor. Tragically, Theismann would never play in the NFL again. In the postseason, Taylor's Giants avenged recent playoff losses and effectively shut down the 49ers. The Bears then handed New York a taste of their own medicine in a 21-0 win. Giants head coach Bill Parcells would later say that was the best defense he'd ever faced. In In the NFC Championship, the Bears completed another shutout, meaning they just made the Super Bowl without giving up a single point in the playoffs. In the AFC, the Patriots won their first playoff game since 1963. Although quarterback Tony Eason was nothing special that year, New England was well-rounded enough to make noise in the postseason. They had quality at the skill positions and one of the greatest guards of all time, John Hanna, who anchored the O-line. The defense had several key pieces, the most important of which was Andre Tippett, who amassed 16.5 sacks on the year. In the divisional, the Patriots skipped past the Raiders and MVP running back Marcus Allen as they forced 6 turnovers to advance to the conference championship. In the other matchup, Browns running back Ernest Biner led Cleveland to a 21-3 lead over Miami, but Marino then guided the Dolphins to 3 unanswered touchdown drives to lock in the dramatic win. In the AFC Championship, the Patriots leaned on the defense to slow down Dan Marino, as well as the running game to convert off Miami's mistakes. That recipe earned New England their first win at the Orange Bowl since 1966, along with their first Super Bowl appearance. With how dominant the Bears had been all year and the fact that they weren't playing the Dolphins, Chicago stood as a double-digit favorite over the Patriots. In the first quarter, Matt Suhey scampered in for the Bears' first touchdown. McMahon would run one in himself on the next Chicago drive. Meanwhile, the Patriots had no answer for the Bears' pass rush. With just over 5 minutes left in the first half, Eason had failed to complete a pass while surrendering 3 sacks and a fumble. So Patriots head coach Raymond Berry benched him for Steve Grogan. At the half, the Bears led 23-3 while holding the Patriots to negative 19 yards. In the third quarter, McMahon snuck in his second rush TD of the day. Grogan threw a pick 6 to Reggie Phillips, and later Refrigerator Perry plowed his way into the end zone. Ultimately, the Bears forced 6 turnovers and a 46-10 thrashing. Richard Dent was named Super Bowl MVP, and the Bears would go down in history as one of the best defenses ever. And now in back-to-back years, 2 of the greatest teams ever assembled won the Super Bowl in dominant fashion. In 1986, the USFL shut down, so teams inherited players previously drafted. Other players like Reggie White and Steve Young had already bolted for the NFL in 1985. In the NFL draft, the Bucs selected running back Bo Jackson with the number 1 overall pick. Previously, Jackson had warned the team to not draft him after the Bucs wrecked his eligibility for NCAA baseball from an unauthorized visit. Ultimately, Jackson stayed true to his word and elected to play in the MLB instead. The NFL implemented instant replay for the first time, although it was far from a perfect system with big delays and communication errors. The Bears looked to defend their crown without Buddy Ryan as the Eagles hired him as head coach. The Chicago defense still finished number 1 in the league. And despite great performances from Walter Payton and tackle Jimbo Covert, the offensive production took a dip due to poor quarterback play. Nonetheless, the Bears still finished 14-2. It appeared their biggest obstacle to repeat would be another dominant defense, the Giants' Big Blue Wrecking Crew, led by defensive coordinator Bill Belichick and linebacker Lawrence Taylor. That year, Taylor won not just Defensive Player of the Year, but also NFL MVP. With 20.5 sacks, he became just the second defensive player to ever win the award. On the whole, Taylor was changing the way offenses blocked linebackers. In contrast to the 8-man front of the 46 defense, the Giants opted to play in a 3-4 alignment. So they had 2 defensive ends, including Pro Bowler Leonard Marshall. Then the 4-man linebacking core featured Taylor, who many consider to be the best defensive player ever, another Hall of Famer in Harry Carson, and a future All-Pro in Carl Banks. On offense, running back Joe Morris and tight end Mark Bavaro were the key weapons surrounding quarterback Phil Simms. By season's end, the Giants had locked up the number 1 seed at 14-2. If New York wanted to make it through the NFC playoffs, they were going to have to take out some recent Super Bowl winners. In the divisional, they clobbered the 49ers 49-3. On the other side, the Bears hosted the Redskins. Washington jump-started a comeback off Chicago's turnovers and took out the defending champs. So the NFC Championship would be an NFC East affair. On a windy evening, the Giants shut down the Redskins 17-0. So in Bill Parcells' fourth year in charge, New York made it over the hump en route to the Super Bowl. In the AFC, the Browns sat atop the standings. Second-year quarterback Bernie Kosar then led a dramatic comeback in double overtime over the Jets for Cleveland's first playoff win since 1969. The Patriots were looking to get back to the Super Bowl, but they'd have to go through John Elway to do it. Although Denver lacked firepower on offense, Elway sure helped make up for it. And on defense, the team had several playmakers. In the front seven, Carl Mecklenburg and Rulon Jones each earned All-Pro selections. Safety Dennis Smith and longtime corner Louis Wright helped keep things tidy in the secondary. In this Patriots matchup, Elway hooked up with Vance Johnson on the long ball for the game winner. In the conference title game, things were knotted up late at 13 apiece. Kosar then hooked one up for Brian Brennan, who beat his defender to the ball and jogged in for a 7-point lead. After a botched kickoff, the Broncos would have to go 98 yards to tie it. Over the next 5 minutes, Elway then conducted a surgical 15-play drive with the final stroke to Mark Jackson. In overtime, Elway served up an encore to get into field goal range. And Rich Karlis' bare foot delivered a hooking kick for the game winner. The Giants' defense did enough to scrape together a win in the regular season matchup against the Broncos. And for the Super Bowl, New York was a big favorite to come out on top at the Rose Bowl. After a Denver field goal to start, Phil Simms responded with a TD to Zeke Mowah. Elway took the ball back and ran in a QB draw to make it a 10-7 game. That was the first touchdown scored on the Giants' defense in these playoffs. In the second quarter, though, that defense prevailed on a goal line stand. Then later, the replay official botched a Broncos catch, and George Martin sacked Elway for a safety. At the half, Denver led 10-9, but it felt like they missed several opportunities, including 2 missed kicks. Simms got rolling in the third with a touchdown to Mark Bavaro. That gave the Giants their first lead of the night. After that, the Big Blue Wrecking Crew continually shut down the Broncos' offense. In the fourth, everything was going the Giants' way. At the end of the day, Bill Parcells was drenched after the first ever championship Gatorade shower. Phil Simms won Super Bowl MVP after a highly efficient 3-touchdown performance. And finally, the Giants won their first Super Bowl after multiple decades of letdowns. In 1987, the Bucs' rights to Bo Jackson had expired. So the Raiders took him in the draft that year and came to an agreement that he would join the team after the baseball season. That same offseason, Tampa traded struggling quarterback Steve Young to the 49ers. This year also marked the debut for ESPN's hit highlight show, NFL Primetime. Just like in 1982, the NFL played 2 weeks' worth of games before the NFLPA went on strike. The players' main goal was to achieve unrestricted free agency. Unlike 1982, though, the league only missed 1 week of games, as the owners assembled replacement teams full of players from the defunct USFL and other former college football players. Things got worse for the NFLPA when Mark Gastineau crossed the picket lines on the first day of the strike. From there, more players would join him. Other stars like Joe Montana and Lawrence Taylor decided to play and were subsequently labeled as scabs. Such a maneuver was seen as a betrayal to the players striking, and without a unified front, the strike fell apart in mid-October. The union then opted to take the NFL to court, arguing that the free agency issue violated antitrust laws. The final game with replacements came with the Redskins coming out on top over the Cowboys. The most impressive part of that win, Washington had 100% replacement players, while Dallas had the most players in the league cross the picket line. A few weeks after that, the Rams received an abundance of assets in return for trading Eric Dickerson to the Colts. Before Week 12, outspoken linebacker Brian Bosworth, also known as the Boz, called out Bo Jackson before the Raiders-Seahawks game. Jackson responded with a career day, including an iconic touchdown where he plowed through the Boz into the end zone. The Browns and Broncos once again led the way in the AFC. John Elway won NFL MVP as he led Denver to another conference title game. Meanwhile, the Browns took out Dickerson's Colts to set the stage for a rematch. In the first half, the Broncos built a 21-3 lead, but the Browns came storming. Spawned.
Ernest Biner. Fumble the ball, and Denver has recovered. Oh, my.
Biner had been productive all day, but is remembered for what became known as the fumble. Now, the Browns had suffered 3 huge heartbreaks in the 80s, with Red Right 88, the drive, and now the fumble. Consequently, that timely strip from Jeremiah Castile sent Denver to back-to-back Super Bowls. In the NFC, the defending champion Giants went 0-3 during the strike and proceeded to miss the playoffs. The Saints made the playoffs for the first time ever as they were led by the linebacker corps known as Dome Patrol, featuring Hall of Famers Sam Mills and Ricky Jackson. But in the opening round of the playoffs, New Orleans went down in flames at the hands of the Vikings. The 49ers were waiting as Minnesota's next opponent. That year, Jerry Rice set the league on fire with an NFL record 22 touchdowns in 12 games. The previous record holder was Mark Clayton with 18 TDs in 1984. Rice smashed that with less games played. As you may expect, this also meant Joe Montana was on fire that year as well. Still, the Vikings prevailed as underdogs yet again, this time behind the big day from receiver Anthony Carter. Meanwhile, the Redskins squeaked by the Bears off a punt return touchdown from Darrell Green. Once again in a strike year, Washington found themselves playing in championship weekend. The Hogs were back at it, albeit with a slightly different variation. Wide receiver Gary Clark had emerged as one of the best in the league, and at quarterback, Doug Williams took over for Jay Schrader. In the NFC Championship, Washington's defense held Minnesota to 10 points, along with a dramatic fourth down stop to clinch the game. In doing so, Joe Gibbs and the Redskins were on their way to their 3rd Super Bowl of the decade. Much of the narrative surrounding Super Bowl 22 had to do with Doug Williams being the first black quarterback to start a Super Bowl. On the other side was MVP John Elway, looking to avenge last year's disappointing conclusion. On the Broncos' first play from scrimmage, Elway launched one to Ricky Nattiel for the score. By the end of the first quarter, Denver produced a 10-0 lead. It seemed like Williams had no chance to match Elway. Then early in the second, Williams hit Ricky Sanders in stride for an 80-yard TD. When Washington got the ball back, Williams connected with Gary Clark in the shallow corner of the end zone for another touchdown. That gave the Redskins a 14-10 lead. After a Broncos missed field goal, running back Timmy Smith took off for another Washington score. Soon after, Williams reunited with Sanders for the 4th touchdown of the quarter, and a 5th one went to Clint Didier. Once again, the Super Bowl turned ugly for the Broncos, trailing 35-10 at the half. Smith ran in another late in the game and would soon after break the Super Bowl rushing yards record. Williams delivered an all-time performance with 4 touchdowns and a Super Bowl MVP award. Joe Gibbs had led another team to the promised land during an unconventional season.
Ready-to-eat meal delivery services are not created equal. At Factor, it's personal. Everything is done from scratch every single day. Nutrition and flavor is first and foremost when we create any dish.
Sign up for Factor today and get 50% off your first box at factormeals.com.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. It's in the pulse of those who never stop getting the job done.
On Fox 1, you can stream your favorite news, sports, and entertainment.
Out of there.
This is the best.
1988, Electronic Arts released John Madden Football on the Apple II computer. The Cardinals left St. Louis without ever hosting a playoff game there, as owner Bill Bidwell relocated the team to Phoenix. For the second year in a row, the defending champs would miss the playoffs, with Washington going 7-9. The tide had turned for the Bengals, going from 4-11 in 1987 to 12-4. Much of that was owed to the improvement in quarterback Boomer Esiason playing in a no-huddle West Coast offense. Replacing a former MVP in Ken Anderson was a tough task that was met with boos over the prior few years, but Esiason had finally put it together and won himself an MVP award. His top target that year was Eddie Brown, who reset the franchise season receiving yards record. Rookie running back Ickey Woods burst onto the scene with 15 touchdowns along with a popular dance, the Ickey Shuffle. To begin Cincy's postseason, Ickey danced his way through the Seahawks. At the same time, the Bills experienced a resurgence with Jim Kelly in a dominant defense, starring defensive end Bruce Smith and linebacker Cornelius Bennett. Buffalo topped the Oilers in the divisional to meet the Bengals in the AFC Championship. In that game, Ickey ran in 2 touchdowns to push Cincinnati to their second Super Bowl. In the NFC, the Bears grabbed the top seed despite losing Walter Payton to retirement. In the divisional round, Mike Ditka ran into an old friend, Eagles head coach Buddy Ryan. In what became known as the Fog Bowl, the Bears snuck past Philadelphia in a game that looked like it was played on another planet. The other divisional matchup presented a rematch between the Vikings and 49ers. San Francisco didn't look as dominant this year. At this point in time, Steve Young had impressed Bill Walsh, and a bit of a controversy developed as the two quarterbacks split time. Earlier in the year, Young beat the Vikings with a legendary run. But over the course of the season, Montana held off his counterpart. They started the year 6-5, but then defeated the Redskins on Monday Night Football and went on a run thereafter. Roger Craig led the league in scrimmage yards, and linebacker Charles Haley made his mark on the defense with increased playing time. In this playoff game, the Niners trounced Minnesota behind 3 touchdowns from Jerry Rice. So the NFC Championship would be another familiar showing, the 49ers and the Bears. On a cold and windy night, the Montana-Rice connection couldn't be stopped. The 49ers looked to Super Bowl 23 for a dynasty certification. 49ers taking on the Bengals and their MVP quarterback for the second time this decade. But in these playoffs, it had been Montana outshining the Sizing. A grudge match then transpired with both teams tied up 3-3 at halftime. Credit to both defenses for such consistency against 2 scary offensive units. That theme would continue with the game tied 6-6 late in the third. Then Stanford Jennings blasted through on a kickoff return to give the Bengals a 13-6 lead. As the quarter changed, Montana quickly marched his team down the field. Bengals corner Lewis Billups had the chance of a lifetime but dropped it. Play reminiscent of the Collinsworth fumble in Super Bowl 16, where Cincinnati crumbled in the red zone. Of course, Montana was going to profit off that mistake with a touchdown to Rice. So the 49ers had tied it up 13-13. Eventually, the Bengals reclaimed the lead on a field goal. With just over 3 minutes left to play, the game was coming down to Joe Cool, and he sliced and diced his way to the Bengals' 10. Now there were just 39 seconds remaining in the game.
Full record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
John Taylor picked a good time for his only catch of the day. That game winner secured dynasty status for the 49ers. Montana became just the second quarterback to start and win 3 Super Bowls. Jerry Rice was awarded Super Bowl MVP with over 200 receiving yards that included multiple clutch plays on the final drive. Bill Walsh ultimately... Jerry Rice was awarded Super Bowl MVP with over 200 receiving yards that included multiple clutch plays on the final drive. Bill Walsh ultimately called his last play in the NFL. 20 halfback curl X up. One final touchdown for the game's great innovator before he stepped away from coaching in the offseason. More changes impacted the NFL in 1989. The biggest one was a step for player freedom when the league introduced Plan B free agency. In this program, teams were allowed to protect 37 players from becoming free agents, while the rest were up for grabs. Commissioner Pete Rozelle retired and left with a prediction, saying the NFL will see more growth and change over the next 30 years than ever before. A big statement coming from the man in charge of a league that grew from 12 teams to 28 under his watch. NFL owners then picked D.C. attorney Paul Tagliabue to step into the role. Another major shift hit the NFL when Jerry Jones bought the cash cash-strapped Cowboys immediately fired renowned head coach Tom Landry. University of Miami head coach Jimmy Johnson was then handed the keys to the team. In his first draft, Johnson selected quarterback Troy Aikman with the #1 overall pick. Although Dallas went 1-15 in 1989, they were prepped for the future when Johnson traded away running back Herschel Walker to net a myriad of draft picks from the Vikings. 49ers defensive coordinator George Seifert was promoted to head coach. Even without Bill Walsh, the Niners turned in the NFL's best offense. Joe Montana locked in NFL MVP, and right behind him in the voting was Jerry Rice. Their best performances came in Week 3 against the Eagles with an electric fourth-quarter comeback, and Week 14 with another against-all-odds win over the Rams. By the end of the regular season, they claimed the #1 seed with a 14-2 record. Once again, the Niners were set to face the Vikings in the playoffs. After Minnesota mortgaged their future on Herschel Walker, the former Pro Bowler failed to hit 1,000 yards this season. On the bright side, the Vikings' defense tormented quarterbacks all year. Keith Millard and Chris Dolman combined for 39 sacks. In this divisional, though, the Niners kept Montana upright, and he delivered 4 touchdowns. Meanwhile, the Rams overcame the Giants in overtime to create an All-NFC West Conference title matchup. San Francisco continued their dominating streak with a 30-3 win. So Montana was off to his 4th Super Bowl, looking as good as ever. In a down year for the AFC, the Broncos finished with the top record at 11-5. The defense had a bounce-back year with the continued production from Carl Mecklenburg and the emergence of rookie safety Steve Atwater. In the playoffs, Denver narrowly won over the Steelers, then faced the Browns in the AFC Championship for the 3rd time in 4 years. Cleveland was coming off a dramatic win over Buffalo, but once again, LA proved to be their kryptonite, as his 3-touchdown performance sent the Broncos to their 3rd Super Bowl of the decade. As the best team coming out of the superior conference, the 49ers were big favorites over the Broncos. Plus, San Francisco had gone 3-0 in Super Bowls during the Montana era, while Elway's Broncos had lost 2 of 2. Before the game, analyst Terry Bradshaw said if the Broncos are not careful, it could be 55-3 at halftime. After a Denver 3-and-out, Montana hit a pinballing Rice for the game's first touchdown. The Broncos then got a field goal on the board to make it 7-3, but Montana fired back with tight end Brent Jones. In the second quarter, Niners fullback Tom Rathman continued the scoring frenzy. Then Montana went bombs away for Jerry Rice. That made it 27-3 at the half. In the third, Montana added 2 more for a Super Bowl record 5 touchdown passes. The Niners' defense forced 4 turnovers to help complete the biggest blowout in Super Bowl history. Final score, 55-10. Montana was named MVP, which made him the first 3-time winner of the award. Overall, he'd reached rarefied air, as he was now tied for the most Super Bowl wins by a quarterback, and some began to consider him as the best player the NFL had seen. Rice was beginning to make an argument for that title as well, catching 3 of those touchdowns and going for 148 yards. The 49ers had also tied the Steelers for the most Super Bowl wins in franchise history. After producing another all-time team, the San Francisco dynasty had officially seized the 80s. No doubt the team of the decade. And now we have the official all-decade team.
Okay. Joe Montana, okay, QB. Walter Payton, Eric Dickerson, Jerry Rice, Steve Largent, Keelan Winslow, Anthony Munzu, Jim Convert, John Hanna, Russ Grimm, Dwight Stephenson. Shout out to those niggas, man.